Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel, and if this is your first time here, welcome. This is Essential Patience and I am Patience. In today's video, I'll be talking about the stupid tax. And you have to ask yourself, are you paying the stupid tax? Most people, including me, have paid this stupid tax at least once in our lives. So this is a term I first heard from Judge Lynn Toller. She's a television judge, and a lot of times she was always pointing out how people were paying the stupid tax. So let's get into some of the stupid tax we pay in our lives and how to avoid it. I'm going to list a total of 10, and let me know in the comment section, how many of these stupid tax have you paid before and how many are you currently still paying? So one of the first stupid tax we all pay is losing items. Everybody has lost something before. This could be headphones, a book, pens, papers, a lot of things. And some people lose even more serious things like a phone that costs hundreds, if not thousands of dollars, computers. People even lose their cars, and all these frequent losing of items is a stupid tax because we have to pay for it. So not being responsible and not looking after our things well has us pay stupid taxes. But nowadays I really take care of my things. I don't lose things. I'm very organized, and that's something else you can do to prevent paying the stupid tax, is to be organized. When you're disorganized, you lose things more easily. Sometimes you forget something but you don't even notice it till you need it. If you've paid the stupid tax before, don't worry, we've all been there. Just make sure you don't keep paying it because it adds up. The second stupid tax we pay is not taking care of the things we already have, whether these are clothes, electronics, cars, houses. People sometimes damage their own houses. They don't take care of it. They don't keep up with the maintenance. It falls apart. So these are things that happens naturally. And again, sometimes it's on a small scale, so we don't take notice as much. Like if your outfit got ruined, most of us don't buy like super expensive outfits. So it's not as big of a deal because you can easily replace it. It adds up, whether it's your clothes, your shoes, purses, anything that you have. Not maintaining it makes it not last longer. So if you maintain things in a very good manner, going for oil changes on your cars when it's needed, you don't wait till you run it through the ground before going to check up on it. And even our health, like our health, if you don't maintain it, let's just say it doesn't always end right. Doing the upkeep so that in the future it lasts longer and it doesn't prematurely have to be replaced. Except for your health, it can be replaced. So Number 3 is related to number 2, but even in a much different way, because this is when people break things when you're angry. I kind of don't understand it. Like when I'm angry, I don't want to break my things. I paid for it, and that's it. Like you paid for those things most of the time. If you're fully grown, self-sufficient adult, you're providing these things by yourself. So when you ruin it, you are responsible for replacing it. It's not like you get an automatic replacement. I mean, most of the time you can't even take it back. Like if it's like intentionally damaged, you don't have a warranty, or time has passed, whatever. So a lot of times when you break things, you have to replace it. People like punch holes into walls when you're angry. Get some self-control, because when you break things and your things when you are angry, you have to replace them. Don't let your anger, your emotions get the best of you, because it can be dangerous and you will have to pay the stupid tax. Number 4 is even worse. It's like breaking other people's things when you're angry or when you're emotional. People like who find somebody's cheating on them and they go like they slash tires and you get caught and then you have to replace it. And that's like hundreds of dollars. Breaking other people's things, getting mad, smashing people's windows, vandalizing people's things. What kind of behavior is that? If you display that kind of behavior, they can take you to court and you have to replace it. And that's paying a stupid tax because you didn't have to do it. Don't let your emotions get the best of you. Don't break your things, and definitely don't break other people's things. So the 5th stupid tax that people pay is paying things late. Yeah. You're paying a stupid tax by delaying payments. We all know rent is at the beginning of the month, and I know things happen. At the beginning of the month is not when you should be like thinking about how to pay your rent. That's like last month's problem. I prepared to pay my rent the month before. Same with light bills and utilities. A lot of bills, like, it's the same time every single month. So we all know when it's coming. And if you don't prepare for it and you're late on paying it, you pay a stupid tax, because like you're gonna have to pay for it anyway, but now you have to pay more for being late. So being organized in your finances and making sure that you are ready to pay bills on time and you don't forget. That's something else. Some people have the money, but they forget. Put it in a calendar, put it on your to-do list, and make sure you pay any other bills every time it's due, because you don't want to have to pay the stupid taxes on that. A more detrimental stupid tax on late bills is like credit card. Sometimes the interest is astronomical and people easily fall into credit card debt because the interest really piles up. So don't be using your credit card like it's free money, and make sure to always pay it, because that stupid tax can be like 25% and more. Always be careful on that and make sure you pay your bills on time. Number 6 of the stupid tax is similar, but it's like overdraft fees. You already know what's in your bank account. If you need the money, try your best to make sure you have it on time, but overdrafting your account comes with a stupid tax of overdraft fees. And sometimes it can be detrimental to like other things and like your relationship with your bank. You don't always want to keep like overdrafting your account, because that looks really bad. Banks have minimums, but you also just want to make sure that you don't go below what you have. So before you spend the money, make sure that you have money in your bank account and you can afford to do whatever purchase or whatever payment you need to do. Goes back to, again, organize your finances so you don't overdraft your accounts. This 7th stupid tax is one that I've never paid. It is driving recklessly. I'm not like driving right now. Driving recklessly is a very big issue, whether it's texting and driving, drunk driving, distracted driving, unhinged driving. They are very dangerous. At minimum, you get a ticket. At worst, you could lose your life or have other people lose their lives because of this. I'm more on the issue of like tickets. I don't want to get too serious into getting your license revoked. It's a stupid tax when you decide to drive recklessly. I know nobody like decides to go and I'm going to drive reckless. At least not most people, not most sane people. They don't do that. But if you're a person that you keep getting tickets, you may want to evaluate, like, what am I doing and what do I need to do? Maybe you need to just slow down a little bit. Maybe you need to be more aware of your surroundings so you don't run stop signs. You will save a lot of money. $100 tickets like once a month. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. That's over $1,000 a year. And in some states, one ticket can be like $500. That's a huge stupid tax. Number 8 stupid tax we pay is less serious, but still something that we can be better on. And that's like pay for services and then canceling later. Let's say you pay a fee to go on the trip, or you put down a deposit to reserve a service. At last minute decide to not go because either you're lazy or something else comes up. You just want to make sure that you're being more organized with your time so that this doesn't keep happening, because it adds up. $20 deposit here, especially if it's like non-refundable deposits. This is what I'm talking about, non-refundable deposits. You may want to like do something else about it. I know sometimes when you cancel certain appointments, they still charge you. So try not to pay this stupid tax by either canceling. Sometimes they give you like a week before, a few days before, if you know you can't make it. So I'll give you an example of like a stupid tax I paid on this one. I was like so into coding. So I go on Udemy, which is a great learning platform, and I start buying some courses. Luckily they were on sale, $10, $20 at most. But I first bought like my C++ class, and I did like most of it and I loved it. It was such a great investment. When I took C++, I breezed through that class because I had learned so much. But then I also took another one on Python. And this Python class, I did some, but I didn't do as much of the course as I could and should have committed to. But even worse was data structures and analytics. I have not completed that class. I probably watched like 1 or 2 videos, but like I paid for this class, so I should have used more of it. And luckily I get to own the course forever because that's how Udemy's policy. So if I ever go back and learn about data structures, I have a whole course I bought. It's the same with like books. People buy books and they never read them. Buy books to like decorate the house, but you never read them. If you're going to commit to something, make sure that it's something that can fit into your life and it's something that you need. Let's say you want to learn C++. Don't just go ahead and buy an expensive C++ course, because that does not mean that you're going to learn it. Just because you buy a course doesn't mean you know it now. You have to start acting on it. Go on YouTube, get some free C++ courses for beginners. And if you see that yourself, that you have committed to it, and then that's when you invest in it, because you know that I can commit to this. Same with things like the gym. People in the new year always sign up for the gym because I'm gonna go. And if you're a person who are on a fitness journey, or you want to lose weight, whichever your health goals are, do not just go to a gym and sign up and think you're gonna go. Well, you can do it if you want to, but I suggest that you go on YouTube again, get some free workout courses that you should start, and then on your own time commit to it and say, okay, if I'm able to work out, say, every day or at least 5 times a week for the next month or 2, then I would like pay for a gym membership. Gym membership does not equal fitness. If you don't go, you're not getting fit. Do things on your own time, and if you see yourself that you have committed to it, that's when you invest in it. But until then, I would suggest that you stick to some free things that don't cost money, because it can easily add up. The 9th stupid tax I have on this list is really high interest loans. Living in today's world, we all know it is very hard to not go into debt for certain things. For example, if you're gonna buy a house, most people buy houses with a loan, like with a mortgage. Same with cars. A lot of people buy cars with loans, auto loans. Most people go to school on student loan debt. But there are also certain times where certain loans should be avoided as much as possible. You want to put yourself in a place where you can choose not to accept certain high interest loans. So if you have like really good credit, then you be in a better position to receive better interest rates, whether that's on your mortgage or your auto loan. Because what you don't want to do is go buy a car and then have 15-20% interest rate. Like, that's ridiculous. That's high. You'll be paying off that car for like ever. And same with a lot of like student loan debt. You want to put yourself in a position to apply for a lot of scholarship grants and get as much free money as you possibly can. Another thing that I would suggest, like, a lot of people stay away from at all costs, is payday loans. Some of these payday loans have really high interest rates. A good way to avoid these is to arrange your finances in a way that you live within your means, so you don't have to borrow from next month. Because think about it, if I have to borrow from my paycheck in the future to pay for this month's expenses, what does that mean for next month? And then the next month, and the next month? Make sure that you are living within and even below your means, so you don't have to borrow from your future to pay for your current expenses. And the 10th and final stupid tax on my list is being impulsive. Being impulsive will cost you. Any of these things on this list can be impulsive, but just impulsive behavior and not have self-control, embodiment of self-control, it's gonna cost you out here, because there are a lot of things that preys on impulsive people and impulsive emotions. If you're a person that seems not to be thinking through actions, have self-control, have self-awareness. Always make sure you're thinking through not just the present, not just YOLO, FOMO, but also think about your future. Don't live in the future. Definitely don't live in the past. You want to live in the present. Know that your present will become the past very soon, like literally in a minute. Like that was the past. This is the future. It becomes that really soon, and you want to take care of your future and put yourself in a position where you're not compromising your future for now. I would say the ones that I relate to the most on this is losing things, not maintaining things in the past, and the activities one. Like, it's happened a few times where I like pay for things. I give the example, but those are my 3. So let me know what your 3 are, and let's all work towards becoming more self-aware and not paying that stupid tax, because we don't have money for that, okay? We don't have time for that. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you get a video every time that I post. I post twice a week on Tuesdays and Fridays. So come on over and let's see what we're talking about every time. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.